Okay, what's your advice, Tucker? Should we collaborate with Russia in committing war crimes in Syria? Is that your advice in furthering Iranian hegemony over Syria, a country that is dedicated to death to America? Is that your advice at the moment?
Yeah, I think you're not
choosing... As you know, I was very
choosing...
opposed to the Obama policy, and I'm opposed to the Trump policy.
Yeah, well,
but you seem to be a cheerleader for allowing the Russians and the Iranians to do whatever they want in Syria.
I'm a cheerleader for Russia and Iran. This is exactly the style of debate that prevents people from taking you seriously.
Am I wrong,
because
Tucker?
Rather than
that
I'm cheerleading for Iran and Russia, it's a grotesque thing to say. Of course I'm not. I think, but I wouldn't live in either country. I disapprove of their policies.
You don't think that we should make common cause with Russia in Syria, as you've said repeatedly?
Let me ask
You're
you this.
repudiating that viewpoint?
Let me ask you this, since you're, I think, also a historian. The Congress of the United States in 1941 voted for Lend-Lease, which sent billions and billions of dollars to Joseph Stalin in armaments and food because the Congress of the United States believed Hitler was a greater threat than Stalin. Were they Stalinists when they did that?
You know, Tucker, this is pure sophistry on your part.
It's not sophistry. It's a sincere question. Why don't you answer it?
Will you let me finish? Will you let me answer your question, Tucker? I will be the first to admit that sometimes you have to make common cause with repugnant regimes, and that's what Franklin Delano Roosevelt did with Joseph Stalin when you have common goals.
That's the case I'm making
but we
right
do
now.
not share common goals with Russia. We do not share common goals with Russia because Russia is trying to further the murderous Bashar Assad regime. They are trying to further Iranian hegemony in Syria. That is not our goal. Iran believes in death to Israel. They believe in death to America. We should not be cooperating with them. We should not become complicit in Russian war crimes.
Okay, let me just ask you factual questions. And I'm not sure
Russia, by the way, is also undermining our electoral process, which you don't seem to care about, Tucker.
Okay, the moral preening and the generalizations are tiresome. Let me ask you a specific question. You say,
your lack of moral judgment is tiresome to me. Your lack of moral judgment about what Russia is up to, I find to be offensive.
This is why nobody takes you seriously. But I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself by answering this question. You say
Tucker,
Iran is a primary threat to us.
You're the one who's not taken seriously.
Tell me how many Americans in the United States have been murdered by terrorists backed by Iran since 9/11.
Oh, so you're taking the pro-Iranian line, essentially. Is that right?
Well, that's
what about the fact that hundreds of American troops...
You're humiliating yourself, Max.
Now, that was a heated interview. You know, this guy started to get annoying because he goes to Tucker, stop talking and let me talk now. Like, he was, like, very adamant about that. But the whole time during the interview, he's talking over Tucker and not allowing Tucker to respond or ask his questions. So I just thought that was very disrespectful. He just kept on rambling on and interrupting Tucker. So why was he getting so heated? Why was he getting so personal, right? You know, when that starts to happen, it's because the other person who's interviewing you is probably hitting home with some things that are true that he maybe doesn't want to come out. It seems like this guy's approach to foreign relations is like tunnel vision, no flexibility, no consideration. And Tucker was trying to share with him that, in the past there was flexibility, there was consideration, but he didn't want anything to hear about it, to know about it. Just wanted Tucker to shut up, basically. And he kept on like accusing Tucker of things that Tucker just like called him out on and said, that's not true, that's ridiculous, and all you're doing is proving your reputation right now, which was getting the guy even more mad, because he was clearly showing who he is, to how he presents himself, I guess, on social media, and the stance he takes and the policies he believes in or doesn't believe in. I don't know. But that was pretty heated.